Hello everyone. Welcome again to That Nerdy channel. I'm Jack here, and today we're diving into My Hero Academia Vigilantes Episode 10, Event Announcement. The episode hit Crunchyroll on past 9 of June, putting Popset in the spotlight, cranking up a mystery linking Knuckleduster and Queen, and teasing an upcoming storm for what's coming as we approach the end of the season. Prepare yourself to go for a ride as we break down the story, give a review, and compare it to the manga. And without further ado, let's roll into Naruhata. The episode starts with a recap of the story so far. We're quickly reminded of the sudden emergence of quirks years ago, then reintroduced to our core trio of Vigilantes, the Crawler, Popstep, and Knuckleduster, with quick flashes of their most memorable early battles. The scene shifts to a hospital where we find Knuckleduster's alter ego, Iwao Oguro. He's pouring his heart out to a female patient whose mind seems tragically lost. Iwao tries to paint a picture of his normal, hobby-filled life, but a nurse reveals the painful truth. The patient is his wife, and her condition isn't improving. A chilling flashback takes us back to when Iwao's wife was laying unconscious, with Queen lurking nearby, a sinister smirk painted across her face. The episode intro rolls, and then we're back with Soga, who is greeting a group of female students about Queen's whereabouts. They find him suspicious and quickly kick him out. But wait, one of the girls vanishes. We soon see her calling Koga, who is strolling through the city. After a brief exchange, it becomes terrifyingly clear that the girl is under the control of Queen's insidious bees. The bees launch an attack from under her skirt, but Soga is prepared. He quickly punctures a bee repellent spray and makes a hasty escape with his friends Moyuro and Rap. Back at the hospital, Iwao encounters Soga as he is leaving. Soga confronts Iwao about giving him a fake name, to which Iwao coolly replies it was merely a way to contact him. We learn that Soga has been instrumental in helping Iwao tracking down Queen, the very person we now know is connected to his wife's tragic fate. The scene transitions to Soga, Moyuro, and Rap chilling in at the park. Their conversation centers on the importance of staying far away from that quirk-enhancing drug and from Knuckleduster himself. Just then, the Crawler and Popstep arrive, hinting that Moyuro and Rap are completely unaware of how Koichi previously saved Soga. Meanwhile, Queen arrives at a grand house. She begins speaking to her parents, but the eerie truth is revealed. Her mom and dad are lifeless corpses sitting eerily on the couch in front of the TV. This disturbing visual definitely casts a darker shadow over Queen and her actions. After this chilling revelation, we see Iwao relentlessly training, fueled by the burning desire to confront Queen. The episode subtly but consistently teases a significant past history between them. Past the episode's midpoint, we are at Koichi's penthouse with Koichi, Katsuo, and Iwao. Katsuo has received an invitation to perform at an event and is wrestling with whether to accept or not. She returns to Koichi for guidance, but our man, anticipating Katsuo's famously explosive reactions, cleverly bounces the question to Iwao, and then to Makoto. Katsuo feels betrayed and calls Koichi out, but she finally accepts Makoto's help. Makoto, ever the professional, emphasizes that this is a career opportunity and won't mess with their relationship. But, in my opinion, she's already done just that. Makoto pulls out her influence to bring in Captain Celebrity for the event, and we even get to see the cocky pro hero saving the city from a giant flying crab. Makoto showcases incredible expertise and professionalism while organizing everything for the event. She then receives an email with the song that Katsuo will be performing. Though simple, Katsuo sees it as a deeply profound and sparks a new wave of self-doubt. After a time jump, Koichi and Katsuo are chatting with Ichimoku and Yube, who offer Katsuo their support, inadvertently reigniting her self-doubt. Koichi tries to cheer her up, only to realize his early fears were well founded. She ends up punching him in a truly hilarious scene. Later, we see Queen walking through the city at night. She stumbles upon information about the upcoming event, which clearly enraged her, though even she doesn't seem to understand the reason. The episode then shows Knuckleduster watching Queen from afar, a victorious look on his face. He finally found her. The credits roll, but if you stick around for the post-credits scene, it hints at both the upcoming event preparations and a potential showdown between Queen and Knuckleduster. I'm very eager to see that unfolding. Episode 10 is a breather after Episode 9's wild boss rescue, but it sets up big stakes. This arc seems to bring Popstep and Knuckleduster to the center of the stage. We see how the events of the episode touch Popstep's heart, bringing out her dreams of becoming an idol to clash with her newly found vigilante life Netsukoichi. On the other hand, Knuckleduster training, motivation, and detective work strike a hard resemblance to DC's Batman superhero. I mean, it is kind of obvious that he's a character who is somehow based on the Dark Knight, but this really hits the nail in the parallelism between the two. Meanwhile, the way Queen is displayed, both in the flashback and at her supposed parents' mansion, gives a new layer of depth to the character, displaying her as someone that needs to be taken seriously and that is definitely dangerous. The tone and speed of the episode are not as flashy as episode 9, but the quality is definitely kept and it also serves as a slowdown after the heavy action-packed episode 9. Anyway, I really like to see how Koichi's fears were perfectly founded and that he didn't escape Katsuo's anger in the end. For an episode that serves as a turning point in the story and introduces us to the upcoming arc with Queen and Popstep, I'm giving this a solid 8 out of 10. Now, let's take a look at how the episode compares to the manga. The story has moved into the fourth tankobon and adapts chapters 19 and 20. We see once again a very faithful adaptation of the source material with multiple panels that find their way into the episode. However, some differences that I noticed are 1. At the hospital, Iwao's wife in the manga does not give any dialogue. The anime, however, shows her speaking out some phrases. Second, the manga does not show the flashback showing him with Queen and his unconscious wife on the floor. Third, when Rap meets Popstep at the park, the manga displays Popstep from behind a wall, while the anime depicts her standing on top of a post. And finally, fourth, Captain's celebrity enemy is different in the manga. He is shown fighting somehow like a flying turtle or some kind of UFO, but the anime changed that into a crab. The episode is all in all a polished faithful adaptation of the source material, especially that foreseen punishment for Koichi. Alright guys, that will be all for episode 10. This episode definitely brings back that Vigilantes vibe with Knuckleduster detective work and the mystery related to his past with Queen. Also, I loved how Queen was suddenly turned darker in this episode. She had been a villain since the beginning, but somehow it was depicted as a not so serious threat, until now. I also love how the animation studio shows their love for the source material. Everything seems properly adapted. So, where do you think the story is leading? Will we see a big battle between Knuckleduster and Queen next week? Or you think we will see another flashback? And well guys, that will be all for now. If you liked the video, please subscribe, hit the like button, and see you again next week when we tackle episode 11.